Primetime.
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 Primetime. That's the name.
Primetime.
Primetime.
What time is it? Showtime. Primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.,
I would clean that bone about as good as anything.
Matt Hayes,
The guys they had last year, terrible.
and Leon Searcy.
Mama know that when you get to camp, you ain't gonna see a lot of Big Daddy.
How you like me now?
Big Daddy ready to roll as we get it going on XL Primetime. Welcome in. The noon hour is hit. Hopefully half of your day you got something done. A little productivity in the first half of this day. I think maybe yesterday, after that Monday Night Football game, fellas, it was hard to be productive a day after. Like some people probably, you guys can text us, you probably didn't put your head on the bed until 1:30 in the morning, whatever it might have been. And so Tuesday might have been a little bit of a lackluster day, Leon, when it comes to...
Well, I mean, listen, rightfully so. It's a 24-hour rule, all right?
Yeah.
So the game ended at 11:30, so you had to write the party.
Right.
To Tuesday to 11.
Yeah. And so anyway, they get back to it, man. It is hump day. So you got the rest of this work week to try and finish up whatever you might not have gotten done yesterday. You just heard RJ's update. Let's get into some Jaguar talk. We got plenty of college football talk today. We say thanks to the Golf Club of Southampton. So many exciting things happening there with the renovation that's coming up next year with the Greens. We'll be telling you all about it, but make sure you drop on by the Golf Club of Southampton. 287 play their number and head on out. And especially this weather's clearing. Looks like we should be good this afternoon for sure. All right, so the biggest news, Brenton Strange is out, okay? And that's a gut punch. But at the same time, Jimmy Gladstone's, with what he was able to do with the Hunter Long acquisition, the Johnny Munt, promoting Morris up from the practice roster, that this is the classic next man up deal, right?
Well, I mean, listen, it's unfortunate because this is the nature of the game of the NFL. It's the business of the physicality that's involved in football, all right? Brendan Strange, in my opinion, is a tempo setter, especially in the run game. Some of those plays where they motion him and he's knocking the defense in out or knocking the linebacker, those are tempo setters. It's who is the prepared team moving forward because injuries are going to happen during the season. So you've got to make sure you've got everybody prepared for the next man up when a key component to your offense goes down.
Yeah, I mean, injuries are going to happen in the NFL all the time, and sometimes major impactful injuries. This is a major impactful injury. However, they played really well in the second half without him. Really well. So, look, you're going to lose his blocking. There's no doubt about it. You're going to lose his ability to go on those skinny posts down the middle and stretch a defense. But I think that can be kind of counterweighted by the emergence of Travis Hunter. The more he becomes a factor in the offense, the more that will take up for the loss of Brenton Strange down the middle like that. Now, you're going to lose his blocking. But there's a tit for tat there. And look, if you're 4-1 and you're feeling good about who you are and where you're going, one injury is not going to derail your season.
Oh, yeah. And you got, I think the hybrid of Johnny Munt and Hunter Long, they may not be as good as Brenton Strange, but you basically need both of those to be a hybrid to get close to what Brenton Strange was, because that's that inline blocker that also can release and get open. Hunter Long's made some plays. He scored his first 2 career touchdowns in the National Football League wearing the teal and black. So he definitely can be a bigger impact, an ask-upon guy to step it up. In this roster, I do believe this. Let's make this a 10-10 take early, JJ, because they're probably hungry riding around right now. Let me hit a Sonny's.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pitmaster since 68.
Get you some good barbecue. It's waiting for you. They get up early, throw that oak on, get that flame going, and then make sure they cook it slow and serve it fast. So make sure you check out any one of your area Sonny's, that's for sure. So I'm thinking of Jimmy Gladstone's and what he has done compared to what Trent Baalke's done. This is going to be the biggest test for this football team. Does the roster have enough depth to survive injury? Guys go down last year, there weren't a whole lot of answers. So you had Ronald Darby and Darnell Savage and all these other free agents that were brought in there a year ago, and they weren't giving you good play as a starter. Well, now you've got guys that have been brought in, the Eric Murrays of the world, obviously what Jordan Lewis has done. They can survive injury. So let's hope that the long month combination and then the Morris being promoted up, that they can overcome this. And they still will run the same offense. That's what Liam Cohen has proven to us. That's the 10-10 take.
Well, the key is the preparedness for the guys in the back.
Yeah.
All right, you've got to pay attention in the classrooms and on the field. Like it's your job, you could be the next guy up. So I'm sure that whoever they're going to have in there at the tight end position, whoever starts, is going to be prepared.
Yeah.
He's going to be a professional. And we got too much momentum, bro. We can't miss a beat. You got to get on this train and ride it. Ain't going to be no stops.
Yeah. It's the truth.
Yeah,
It's the truth.
I kind of look at this point, and you know me, I'm the one who's like very much like, all right, let's let this thing play out a little bit. They're 4-1. I think you can clearly tell where they're headed and what they're doing and the change they've had philosophically. I think you got to trust in them to know we'll fix this. We'll move this here or that here, or this person will be more of a factor in the offense, and as will that person, and we'll move forward. I think you got to trust with the guy who clearly knows what he's doing after the first 5 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
And that would be Liam Cohen.
Yeah, and I just said a minute ago, they're going to run the same offense. That's basically they will adapt and adjust.
Yeah, they'll tweak a little bit, no doubt.
Which and they'll self-scout and make sure that they're not doing the same thing over and over and over and giving tells and all that kind of stuff. But it's still an offense that's going to require a good play out of the tight end.
It is. I just don't think you're going to see Munt running down the middle of the field.
No. It's more, like I said, if you could hybrid them up, it'd be great, okay? If you could
I think you're going to see more of Travis Hunter running down the middle of the field.
Yeah, because they will look for different options and opportunities with other guys. And this may be that evolution that we've been talking about. They have made plays with a lot of different guys, and BTJ and Travis Hunter now haven't necessarily been at the center of it because you've had other guys make plays. Parker Washington's found the end zone more than BTJ has. Okay, that's a good example. And so those guys, it's step up time for them too when you think about it.
Oh, yeah, the wide receiving core,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I mean, listen, this Monday night though, collectively between Travis Hunter and BTJ, they're accounting for what, 140 yards?
Yeah.
And 8 receptions,
Some
something like
big
that. Those
catches,
are big
too.
catches too, absolutely.
And
So
Hunter with that 44-yard.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, they're getting into their nice group. Listen, we're 4-1 right now with our offenses. It's not clicking on all cylinders.
No.
Okay, it's not clicking on all cylinders. It's rolling downhill, but we got a little motor to it. So once we get that grooving, along with our defense, I think we'll be something special.
Yeah.
By the way, the deep throw on the last drive there, I don't know if you guys saw that. Number one, almost knocked away. Number two, BTJ kind of fumbled that thing before he brought it in, man. He was close to dropping that thing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that can be improved on. Not just can you find something from the tight end. The receiving core can get a lot better.
Yeah.
And De'Ami Brown had another drop.
Yeah.
He's
just getting back, and he needs to work on that for sure.
BTJ's got to get that mental block out of his head because everybody's been so critical of him dropping the ball. Right. Just catch it. You've been doing this since you were in Pop Warner. Just put 2 hands on it and catch it first, and then you move at it.
But he occasionally has 2 left hands, and so that's
he does.
And it's true that it was bobbling around. And even when you go back to the interference play where he was able to draw the flag, he had a chance to haul that bad boy.
He sure did. You better believe that.
And so that would have removed all.
Would have been a great catch.
But it would
No
have
doubt.
taken away the dew fall.
Yeah.
Okay. It would have taken away the dew fall.
Yeah, we can't have that. No.
How many images did you see on X or wherever yesterday of the throwback Jaguar, the Prowler, and Trevor Lawrence right underneath it when he was diving for the end zone? Because it looked like he was in that Prowler. Prowler mold or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So it was classic. We wouldn't have had the dew fall or any of that if BTJ had grabbed that ball. So hey, football gods up above, they were making sure that we had a little shine on us at the end of the night. All right, so let's do this a little bit later on, but start thinking about it. You've got 1-loss teams in the National Football League, and Jacksonville's one of them. Not too many people would have said that going into this year. Regime change, all that type of stuff. I don't think too many people had them pegged at 4-1, tied atop the AFC South, and up there with the likes of the Bills, the Eagles, the Colts. You can go down the line with the other 1-loss teams. So let's do it a little bit later on and kind of get an idea of where this team is at. What's the most vulnerable point of all these 1-loss teams? We will definitely get into it with some judgments later. But here's what I want to do now. Last 2 shows have been basically all Duval, right? let's get a little college football back in our world. Okay? Are you ready? A little XLP to the CFP?
Let's do it, baby.
All right, so we're going to break it down. We're going to put our 12 teams together. You guys can definitely jump in as well. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. You can find us on YouTube, our ugly mugs right there on display in the brand new studio. So you can easily log on to YouTube and search 1010XL and find the show. Plenty cooking on a golf club of Southampton Wednesday.
XL Primetime. Driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. He's our big hitter.
I'm Jaguars Today's middle linebacker, Tom McManus.
He tackles Jags talk from a middle linebacker's point of view. Fridays on 1010XL. Protected by Renewal by Anderson. Custom windows and doors. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy, Big Sirs, the lemon pepper guy, back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened up a hot new location at Jeremiah Street in Middleburg. That's 17 locations now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And you know my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Come try their new app, easy-to-order app, and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made just for you, only at Wingstop.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pet Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPetServices.com.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. For oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through October 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Hear the Florida Gators all season on 1010XL. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. The law firm of Farah and Farah and Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Go Gators.
I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com.
Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, I've seen ads for diamonds where you see the words all diamonds certified by IGI, EGL, or GIA. Just what does all that mean?
Frank, it's confusing because those letters represent various diamond grading laboratories. However, it's important to point out that labs don't certify anything. They issue diamond grading reports. The only entity that can certify the diamond is the seller. There's one exception to that, and that's members of the American Gem Society have the ability to certify diamonds through their partnership with the American Gem Society Laboratory. That's because it's the only partnership in the world where an organization devoted to consumer protection through gemological education and ethics has a laboratory built on the exact same principles. We have these certificates at Underwoods, but more importantly, we have American Gem Society certified gemologists that look at all of these diamonds and put our grade and our certification of the diamond's quality on it. And believe me, that's important.
Now is the right time to order your holiday decorating from Kuhn Flowers. This is E.T. with 1010XL, and Kuhn Flowers will do your holiday tree decorating, including all of your lights. Wow. So call Kuhn Flowers today. They'll do it all this fall.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool. on 1010XL.
Thanks for hanging out with us however you do it. You can find us on YouTube, stream the show live. And, of course, the radio dial, 1010XL, 92.5 FM, the apps, Alexa, whatever it might be, down. You're just sitting there at work and kind of pull it up on the desktop and listen to 1010XL all day. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sirs, and JJ. We need to crank out some college football talk for all you CFB fans that have been dying for it. We will do it in the form of our what we call our XLP to the CFP. So let's hit it.
Time to drop some college knowledge on XL Primetime. Brought to you by Modelo, the official beer of the college football playoff.
Oh, it is so good right now, this time of the year. Just chock full of so many big ball games. And we like to roll through it with a cold Modelo just to kind of give you an idea of where we think if the playoffs, quote, were to start today, this is where we would have it. Now, this is official, okay, because we're going to tell you what we think might happen, but this is worth a round of applause. Conference USA, the midweek schedule begins tonight. Tonight's the night when Missouri State takes on Middle Tennessee. Liberty heads to UTEP, and you want to talk about what we got ahead of us? This is the start of 7 weeks where there is at least one NFL or top-level college football game every single day. So from now until Wednesday of Thanksgiving, there's ball.
Are you trying to tell me 49 straight days?
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
49 straight days.
49 straight.
Give me that hack one more time. That's
You're talking dirty to me, and I kind of like it.
He's thinking about Thanksgiving.
You hear that, Blake? And playoff baseball.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you will be in our bedroom watching TV for a while.
It's
just
happening.
like last night.
So it's become a little bit of a running joke that you say that because TLD, lovely Diane, she'll be talking to Heil or whomever. And so invariably one of the kids will say, so what are y'all doing? We're watching football. What do you think? Yeah, for 49 straight days. All right, Big. Let's get it going. Let's go
All right.
12 to 9.
All right, I'm going to start at number 12. New entry, Memphis.
Okay.
Is my number 12.
Putting them in.
Absolutely. That's my number 12. My number 11, I got to show some ACC love. Georgia Tech is at my number 11. Number 10, my Bulldogs, Georgia, are back in business after that beat down to Kentucky. I had to show them some love. I took their boogeyman status away, so I'm going to give it back to them a little bit.
Just for a little.
Just a little bit. And my number 9 is Indiana at number 9.
Okay, Indiana is that one big question mark in the Big Ten, so I get it. It's interesting. That's the one I'm kind of paying attention to. All right, Matt, 12 to 9.
Indiana, by the way, huge one this weekend.
Yeah.
Huge one in Oregon.
Yeah,
I'll be
if they
there,
do
actually.
it, yep.
That'll be a fun little trip out there. My 12, just a massive game in the American Conference this week.
The
massive.
AAC.
Okay? My 12 is South Florida. They play at unbeaten North Texas this week.
It's a battle of directionals.
It's a battle. These two teams might be the two best teams in the group of
And
five.
North Texas is Joe's team.
Yeah,
so it's
they are
really
your-
like
they're
an
unofficially your
XL Primetime rivalry game.
This is a good ride. We might have
We
to
might have to have a lunch
a
bet.
lunch bet?
Which
Mean
at the end of the day
Green
is going to go to
versus
Leon
Bulls?
anyway for all he does for us with Wingstop and everything. So.
All
right. So I got South Florida 12. I've got Michigan at 11. Breaking into the group, Michigan.
Whoa.
Michigan. Yeah. I love what they do defensively. I love how they play smartly. Big game for them at USC. Let's see what they got. My 10 is Texas A&M, which of course means the Gators are going to knock off another potential CFP team.
You have them already knocking them off?
I told you guys they're going on a run, man.
Okay, so you're
I
saying
told you they are going on a run.
So you're saying A&M's going to be in your top 12 just for this week and this week only?
And this week only, correct. That's it. My number 9 is Georgia. It looks clunky. All of it looks clunky, you know that? But you know what? They're still a dangerous group, man.
Yeah.
And with a dangerous game ahead. At Auburn, it's not going to be easy.
No.
That Auburn D, that's going to be a tussle for Georgia.
Only
Joe.
a 3-point spread.
A tussle.
And you know that'll be on our Corona 6-pack of picks on Friday, but it's so interesting that Auburn ain't Auburn right now. Georgia may not be the boogeyman like you described, Leon, but it's just a 3-point line between these two
Because you
squads.
got a desperate Auburn team and a really good Auburn defense.
Oldest rivalry in the South.
Yes.
At Jordan Ham.
Yes. And I got the Hoosiers at 8.
No, 12 to 9. That's all.
Oh, right. Sorry about
12
that.
12-9. All right, here we go.
Kind of blew
All right.
my next pick.
Number 12 for me, North by God, Texas. That's right. I got them up there. That's my team. First 5 games of the season, they have been.
Well, you got them in now.
Yeah. No, I put them in last week.
Yeah, me and Green have been running things. Joe's poll.
And so now I'm loving on their quarterback. And this guy's got a great story. His name is Drew Messmaker, but I'm going to call him Messmaker because he can make a mess of some of these other teams if they start knocking them off. And it begins with North versus South, Texas v. Florida in the directional. But this kid has thrown for nearly 1,250 yards, 11 touchdowns, no interceptions, 68% of his passes, 2 running into the end zone. And here's the crazy thing about it. He never started a game in high school. Never started a game in high school. It's just unbelievable. Now, his head coach is Eric Morris, and he's a guy who's coached the likes of Baker, Cam Ward, ever heard of him? Pat Mahomes. And so that guy is definitely doing some great things for them. All right, number 11, I got Georgia Tech in the King. So let's just see if they can keep it going. Their opponents coming up in the ACC, Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, and Pitt. So they've got an opportunity. That's a combined record of those schools who are playing 15-13. So it could be a great, great year for Brent King and company up there in the ATL. Tennessee is 10 for me. They scored 45, 41, 41 versus Power 4 teams. The big game coming up, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. That's the 3rd Saturday in October, is against Bama. So we'll see how they do there. Georgia is my number 9 team with their easy win over Kentucky. All right, let's go 8-5.
All right, 8-5. All right. My number 8 is the Red Raiders. I call them the Red Riders last week. It's the Red Raiders, Texas Tech. I got them at my number 8. My number 7 is Texas A&M.
Okay.
Big game. You got the Gators knocking them out at the crib?
I keep telling you guys.
Are you
Gators
calling
on a
it?
roll.
Are you calling it on a win?
Yes,
All
I
right.
am.
Okay.
Well,
all
they
right.
get over the hump on home day. Okay.
That's my number 17. My number 6 team is Bama. Alabama. They played well ever since that Florida State wall. They've been lost. They've been looking good.
Yeah.
Especially offense. Ty Simpson should be a Heisman finalist, right? Or a Heisman hopeful.
He's going to be in the conversation.
I think he's right there as well as just about any quarterback in the country right now.
Because of the Mateer injury.
Yeah.
Okay. And my number 5 is Oklahoma. That's my number 5.
And because he's pretty
That's a
good.
big one. Oh, yeah.
He's pretty darn good.
And I firmly believe this. The Ryan Grubb plus Ty Simpson, it took a minute to get there. And then post the loss in Tallahassee, they really have come together. They now understand and kind of vibing on the same vibe. All right, 8-5, Matt.
All right, my 8, I kind of blew it earlier there. My 8 is Indiana. I mean, it's a maybe the best thing that could have happened to them before last week's bye week was the tussle they had at Iowa. The game they could have lost, but they found a way to win.
Field goal victory.
And now, they had 2 weeks to prepare for Oregon. Let's see what happens, man. They're a fun team to watch. They're a dangerous team on offense. That's a difficult place to play. It's not that there's not that many people. It's like a 50,000 seat stadium, but it's loud as hell, and the stands are right on the field.
Mm-hmm.
At some spots on that field, there's like 5 feet between the stands and the actual playing field. Not 5, about 10. But it's close, like really, really close. So we'll see what they got there. My 7 is Ole Miss. Again, I got to see what they're like on the road against the conference team before I make any kind of judgment on this team right now.
All right.
They got Washington State this week. They'll win that game by 70. My 6 is Texas Tech. They just keep getting better and better and better. And they keep beating teams by at least 24 points. The defense is tremendous, tremendous. My 5 is Alabama. And it's amazing how much different they look from that first game in Tallahassee to now.
It's crazy.
I mean, we saw like Ty Simpson made some throws in that FSU game where you were like, all right, he looks like he could be a competent quarterback. But then he just started stacking good game on good game on good game, which is not unlike what the quarterback here with the Jaguars needs to do. Mm-hmm. Now we've seen it. Now start stacking games.
Yeah. And it's funny because I got some numbers about Trevor's game that we definitely will throw out a little bit later on. But, yeah, it's stringing it together. All right, 8-5 for me. I'm trying to figure out how to stack these SEC teams. Okay, Alabama has a loss now to a team that is a 2-loss squad in their conference. So I'm putting Alabama number 8. They got past the Diego hype train, 2-score win. Now they go on the road And Kalen is a question mark on the road. We'll be talking about this as the week goes along.
Wait, are you telling me now the Knowles loss is now a bad thing for Alabama? Is that what you're telling me?
It's just I'm just trying to stack up the SEC teams because they did.
Are you insinuating that the Knowles aren't as good as we thought they were?
No, they did lose to what is now a 2-loss team. Is all I'm saying. A&M.
But you may not want to do that. They might get a little feisty on the text.
And Mike Norvell had something to say to you guys yesterday about that.
Alabama's a good football team, man. I know, when we beat them in week 1, they weren't, obviously, but now all of a sudden they're a good team again. So I mean, and we were dominant in that game. And it could have been worse if we would have been.
Yeah, could have been worse.
Yeah, sleep well with that L.
Could have been worse.
He's talking to you, media members, who all of a sudden now the Alabama loss.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
He probably thinks they should be ranked ahead of Alabama because they beat Alabama.
Yeah, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just that the 2 losses in the conference have now done you in. A&M, I got them at number 8. Sluggish start against Mississippi State, but they did take care of business, so they ended up running with a bunch of success. Reuben Owens, definitely a good player. Texas Tech, I got number 7. Barry Morton playing very, very well, so I'm going to go ahead and keep them. That was a game against Houston that they needed. That's for sure.
They went out there and proved it, too.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And then I put Oklahoma in at 6. The shootout is now here. We're going to find out if Mateer is playing. I'm only penalizing them a little bit because we don't know exactly what they are going to be going forward. Anyway, they're unbeaten. I still have to put the unbeaten SEC teams up there, and I put Indiana number 5 with a big win already, a nice road victory like we were just talking about a minute ago.
Yeah.
And now it's against whack, and we'll see how they do against the Oregon Ducks.
By the way, there's more to that Mike Norvell, and it's even better than the original part of it. So we're going to play that after all this.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Liam. I'm sorry.
I have heard a couple
The director's cut?
Yeah, the director's cut is much better.
You got the remix? Is a remix? All right.
All right, 4-1, Big.
All right, 4-1. All right. This team was at my number 1, but certain teams stole their shine when they lost to UCLA. The Ducks. I got the Ducks at number 4. Same thing happened to number 3 team. Number 3 team, who beat a number 1 Texas team, loses to Florida in the swamp. I got them at 3. At 2, I got Ole Miss at 2.
Ooh, moving up Hottie Toddy.
Yes, I got Hottie Toddy at 2.
Future Gators
man.
man.
You know I'm a lane
You
train.
feel good about that, man.
You know I'm a lane train.
Until he gets to Florida, then what are you going to do?
I'm going to ride the lane train for a while. And number 1, JJ, prepare yourself. The Mighty Hurricanes of Miami.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Flash to you.
Hey, listen, that's their first time in number 1.
For you, is it?
Yeah, first time.
Who did you have prior?
I had Oregon number 1, Ohio State number 1.
All right, 4-1, man.
Some pretenders.
All right, my 4 is Ohio State because that Texas game that is their linchpin of the season doesn't look so good after that game in Gainesville. I got Oklahoma 3. I don't think Mateer's going to play, but I don't think it's going to matter. Even if they lose, I don't think it's going to matter because I think that the College Football Playoff Selection Committee is going to treat that as the way it should. It's an injury. It's not the same team.
Hear that, college football fans? The Red River Shootout does not matter anymore.
I didn't say it doesn't matter.
That's what these
That's
college
not what I
football
said.
people want you to believe.
I said the loss won't hurt them in the CFP poll.
Yeah,
okay?
which means it won't matter.
It's not true. That's completely different. Mattering.
Okay.
And then how it affects the college football playoff seeding has nothing to do with whether that game matters. Go to the Cotton Bowl.
I agree with you.
I'm just in the first week of October during the Texas State Fair and walk up and see Big Tex and see 200,000 people in the fairgrounds and then another 105,000 in the stadium. That game means something.
I just want a deep fried Oreo.
And by the way, they all
cakes
hate
down their gullet.
each other.
Yeah.
Like if you think the Florida-Georgia hate is real, same thing.
Does Texas have enough fire in their belly to hate somebody as a rival?
Oh, they do. For Oklahoma, they do.
A&M, too. That game should be at noon.
Should be because that's when it's always
but
played.
The powers that be, of course, ruin that as well.
Right, of course. That's where I will agree with you. All right, my 2 is Oregon.
And the new word now, mattering on XL Prime.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
With a capital M-A-T-T.
My 2 right is Oregon. The Penn State game suddenly has a little shine off it, as Leon says.
I'm not going to penalize them like you two have.
I'm not going to either. I won't either because I use my new clock button here.
Do it.
Number 1, the Canes. They're the most complete team in the nation. They've got the best wins in the nation.
Right.
I don't see how anyone would put Ohio State at 1 when you're watching the Canes play in these games that matter.
Yeah.
and they're winning important games in the way they're winning.
All right, I have no problem with y'all's argument. I'm just not going to penalize Oregon. All right, I'll go quickly. 4-1. Ohio State, I still put at 4. Julian saying with a pretty killer game, they definitely got it going. Him and Jeremiah Smith. He went off, by the way. 9 catches, 183 yards. I got Ohio State 4, Ole Miss 3, and then I've got Miami right there, moving up the meter in terms of what they've done because of the body of work, but I'm still putting them number 2, and I'm still keeping Oregon as the number 1 team right now. They got that big ball game against Indiana. That also will tell us a lot about them as well. And we may see a little carnage when it comes to this Saturday, just like a week ago with Nico and UCLA knocking Penn State right out of the conversation. We don't need to talk about them anymore. I didn't have them in my top 12 last week, so at least I didn't have a problem explaining why they were there. Now, who's your Ole, real quick? My outside looking in, it was going to be Florida, but forget about that. It's my Ole right now.
Could be Florida.
Dude, if Florida runs the table, they're in.
Yeah,
Even if
exactly.
they have one more loss,
Right, but
maybe.
just-
they're not in with 4, but they're in with 3. They
Yeah.
run the table.
Well, I guess. If they lose to Florida State, they could still win the SEC.
Yeah, but it's that 3-game losing streak that kept me from putting her in the Ole. But yeah, they can. We'll see what they do against a couple teams from the Lone Star State in back-to-back weeks. My Ole right now is Mizzou. And so Mizzou and Bama are going head-to-head. So we'll see whether or not they get in there. Beat Bama.
It's a dangerous game for
talk.
Bama, by the way.
Well, it is. All right, so let's keep it going. We'll keep it on that subject. Then we got to get to the Jags. I want you guys to start thinking about the best one-loss team in the National Football League, and we'll definitely get that subject coming up right here on XL Primetime Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coating, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jacks Beach.
It's ET here, and did you know that slow speed accidents can still cause serious injuries? Ignoring minor pain today can mean big problems tomorrow. Don't wait. Call my guys at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center, the auto accident experts.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did.
The love that a little box from Beard's Diamonds can hold is something that those big box jewelry stores can't understand. As Town Center's only locally owned jeweler with international connections, Beard's Diamonds knows that our little boxes are full of promises, celebrations, milestones, and magic. Big box jewelers only have big overhead and big markups, but Beard's Diamonds sees the big picture of the little box. That's why you can look to us for a great selection of dazzling diamonds and designer jewelry, and a listen-first approach to helping you turn what's in a little box into a big part of your special someone's life. Come experience the local, loyal, and helpful difference of Beard's Diamonds in Town Center. When it comes to helping you celebrate with beautiful jewelry, Beard's Diamonds thinks outside the big box stores. And that makes a big difference. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask. So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
So it's a basic question that you got to have in your head right now if you're a Jaguar fan. How big was that win over the Kansas City Chiefs? Now, I'm not going to try and talk you out of anything you're thinking right now, because guess what? That was a hell of a big win.
Massive.
Yeah. And could be a future index. You bet on stuff based on what you think future looks like. Whenever you grab those futures, you're betting. They're right now buy low, sell high type of feeling. And is this team going to be a team that's good enough to compete with the other one-loss teams that are out there? Rattle them off, Leon, as far as the one-loss teams that we're looking at right now. Because Philadelphia just suffered their first loss, and so did Buffalo.
Yeah, well, we've got 9 one-loss teams. Yeah. All right, 9. So we've got the Bucks at 4-1.
Yep.
Lions, yeah, Lions 4-1, Packers 2-1-1. So I had to include them in that. 49ers 4-1, Eagles 4-1, Jags 4-1, Bills, Steelers, and Indy.
Yeah. And so go ahead.
So I mean, it's hard to see who's the best, because I'm looking at some of the schedule, the teams that they beat. Yuck. I initially thought the Lions. I initially put Lions number 1, but then I saw who the Lions beat. I mean, the Lions beat absolutely nobody, to be quite honest with you, as far as the record goes. Now, you don't control who you play against, whatever. Right. So whoever's, but I mean, they've beaten teams. These are teams that the Lions have beaten. All right, they've beaten
Chicago.
They've beaten the Bengals, Browns, Ravens, which doesn't look any good anymore, and the Bears.
Yeah.
That's
after losing that week 1.
Yeah, week 1. I mean, they were atrocious against the Packers. Absolutely. You thought the roof was going to fall in after that game. They played as poorly as they played, but Bears, Ravens, Browns, and Bengals.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And you look at who the Colts have beaten, and also the same kind of feeling.
Same kind of feeling too.
Tampa. All right, how about Tampa? This is crazy as far as this is a saucy nug when you're talking about one-loss teams. First team in NFL history to have each of their first 4 wins come via scores in the final minute of regulation. That is not easy to do and survive. And even though they've been able to win with scores in the final minute of regulation, they've lost the fourth quarter to the teams that they've played. But they beat Seattle.
In a
shootout. They were able to have the game winner against the Jets. They had to have the game winner against the Texans, and they ended up beating the Falcons. So that's a pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, savvy one-loss team that knows how to stay in a game and then figure out how to win it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to go Eagles.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? I mean, the Bills, until that loss, they probably have to be high up there. You know who I really like?
I think the Bills were way up there.
You know who I really like? I like the 3-1 Commanders with Jaden Daniels.
A healthy
Not
one.
the 3-2 Commanders.
Yeah, and look, you can easily point to that, kind of like with the tie that Green Bay has.
That was a
Dallas.
wildly underrated win going into LA and beating the Chargers. Wildly underrated.
Yeah. They made the Chargers look kind of pedestrian in the second half, but at the same time, there were a lot of injuries that LA was dealing with, not having Joe Alt. Remember the line that they had? It was not good. Omarion Hampton goes out in this game.
Everybody deals with injuries, JoJo.
Yeah, the what?
Everybody deals with injuries.
Oh, yeah. But at least I'm hearing your argument. I'm not saying that you're off at all, but there is a 2-loss record on the Commanders right now.
No doubt.
And so you survive injuries or you don't. And as far as Philly goes, how about this number? Another saucy. Saquon Barkley was averaging 96.4 rushing yards per game last year. He's averaging 53.4 now.
Saucy nugs.
It
is a saucy nug.
That's pretty bad.
Unreal. And that's through the first early start of the season, because we all know he went over 2,000 yards. And so...
Well, they got conflicting issues. They got wide receivers complaining about not getting the ball, and then you're not giving their running back enough touches.
Yeah.
Are we ignoring the Colts, by the way?
I don't know.
Are we ignoring the Colts just because of the Colts?
The Colts look good.
Yeah, they do. And I at least said...
I mean, they beat Denver.
Yeah, I mentioned to Leon who they played.
The other 3 teams are pretty bad who they beat.
Yeah.
They beat the
Right
Dolphins, they beat the Titans, and they beat the Raiders. Those are 3 bad teams.
Right.
Maybe 3 of the worst teams in football.
Yeah, so that's really the only thing I'm looking at. And
they also beat the brakes off of those teams, didn't they? Like,
for the most part.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Well, heck, this last one, Vegas comes in kind of reeling, and they were back and forth in that close game a week ago, and Indy put it on them. Jonathan Taylor with 3 touchdowns, and Danny Dimes is still at least operating at a pretty high level right now. So,
I mean, AR's not getting that job back. That ain't happening.
No, Danny would have to go into default mode and turn back into
He'd have to throw
interception
a
machine.
handful of picks over a series of games.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not dismissing Indianapolis. Get ready. This is going to be a battle for the South between these 2 teams. We don't know what their records will be when they see each other.
No, we don't. But you're hoping that both teams keep winning.
Yeah.
As far as momentum goes, because now we play the Colts, it may matter. It may matter divisionally, seeding wise, all that. You know what? We're not addressing the elephant in the room though. You got to give Duval some love in the teams that they beat.
Better believe it.
Texans seem to get their mojo back a little bit offensively. They play pretty well against the Raiders.
Yeah.
49ers.
Yeah.
Kansas City. Those are 3 good teams that they beat.
Yeah, and perennial playoff performers, even though San Francisco wasn't there a year ago because of all the injuries that they had.
That to beat the Niners on the road.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. So
I mean, if you're really looking at like the best wins of the group, it'd be hard to argue against winning at San Francisco and winning against the Chiefs.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to argue against that, man.
Yeah. And so if you're trying to figure out who's going in the right direction, this team's definitely going in the right direction. It's just a matter of handling either injury or adversity and making sure that you clean up some of the things that are happening on the offensive side of football, which let's just get to a little bit of that coming up with Trevor as far as if he can take this game from Monday night and say, you know what, that's the version of me that I want to see going forward. We'll at least throw a couple of numbers at you that he needs to clean up for him to be viewed like that by everybody else out there. All right, Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday. We appreciate them. Don't forget, 287 play. You can definitely drop on by and enjoy a great experience at the Golf Club of Southampton. Membership opportunities, and they're going to give you a great discount on a 12-month membership off of their initiation fee, a $500 gift card just to spend in the pro shop and have fun, and then obviously have that practice area and everything that you can enjoy. Call 287-PLAY. Make sure you check out the Golf Club of Southampton.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Go! Your play-by-play home of Bulls Bulldogs football is 1010XL.
Dogs and cats fight under the Friday night lights. Bulls Bulldogs, Andrew Jackson Tigers, 7 o'clock on 1010 a.m.
Now, the Hurricane Report. Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
The Miami Hurricanes put on a show through the air in Tallahassee Saturday night, beating the Noles 28-22. Jacksonville's own Carson Beck threw for 4 touchdowns, 2 of which went to star freshman Malachi Toney. Miami is now the state champion of Florida for the 2nd straight year. The Canes are on a bye this week. The Hurricane Report brought to you by Performance Painting.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach them at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida, and don't let the state decide your fate.
Football is a game of inches, and at Frontrunners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Frontrunners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Business owners, listen up. If your plumbing or AC company keeps giving you the runaround, it's time to cut them loose. Call my friends at Duck Duck Rooter. They already partner with some of the biggest commercial operations in Northeast Florida, like the Jaguars and station operations. Their office team makes invoicing a breeze, and their field techs, top-notch pros. Make the switch today. Duck Duck Rooter, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Call 904-862-6769. 904-862-6769. Tell them Frank sent you.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 8, 1956, Yankees pitcher Don Larson throws the only perfect game in postseason history in Game 5 of the World Series against the Dodgers.
I'm Amber Frangie. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. Call them at 844-346-1800. That's Awaken 180.
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account. With the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years, selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy-efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Looking for a great place to enjoy some craft creations and soak up some scenery? Fernandina's Mocama Beer Company is a must-see and must-try. Nassau County knows it. Visitors need to find out about it. Mocama means near the big water where the sun is born. And if you visit their tap room in Fernandina Beach, you'll see how they've mastered equal parts precision and art in creating great flavors from IPAs to Pilsners, lagers, and sours, plus plenty more. Mocama.com, Mocama Beer Company. Start an adventure and find them in Fernandina.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron, totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Grab your cowboy hat for the Beach Barbecue Bash presented by Sunshine State Plumbing and Reliable Ducks. Thursday, October 30th. Live music, sizzling barbecue, and Southern Charm supporting Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida. Get tickets at bgcnf.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Lemon Pepper Locker Room with Leon Searcy. Served up by Wingstop.
All right. Love the intro, JJ, by the way. All right, fellas. Hey, listen. Going into the Leon Searcy Lemon Pepper Locker Room. All right?
With Barry Trailer.
Barry White. Of course you got to have Barry
Barry
White.
Trailer.
In fact, when he started playing that music and you went, all right, I was
Yeah.
like, is that Barry White?
You got to remember right now, when I was in college, bro, I used to do the midnight DJ for the midnight hour.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you remember your playlist back then? Somebody LPs that you pulled out.
I can't, but it had to be soothing and sexy. Because I was trying to.
Let me hear your.
You just try to help close.
It's 11 p.m. on.
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. You're here with Leon Searcy at the midnight hour. Got some smooth jams for you tonight, ladies. Make sure you listen and learn.
we gotta get some kind of grade scale there from Tom Champion, the former FM DJ. He's got to.
All right, fellas. So in the locker room, my quote. I was thinking about how do you handle success.
Yeah.
All right. This team is 4-1. Now I can speak on this because when I was in Jacksonville, 97, 98, 99, we were 4-1 or better starting the season. So TC was always a proponent of don't listen to the outside noise. Keep everything in the locker room. Stay focused. And I put a quote in the paper one day, and I said that they asked me about how'd you like starting 5-0, and I said, well, 5-0 hasn't won a Super Bowl if I can remember. TC ran down the locker room with the paper. He said, "That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that." And listen, it's human nature to it's human nature to applaud yourself every now and then. Listen to the outside noise. Everybody telling you how great you are, but you got to remember this: at the start of the season, that wagon was empty. That was an empty wagon. We don't need no new friends. All right, everybody that was on that train, just stay on board. We don't need to make no stops. And this team has got to focus on that. And I'm sure Liam Cohen is telling this team right now, it's all about the due diligence of business, taking care of business. Listen, how you do the little things is how you do everything. Take care of the daily routines of what you're used to doing during the week, and then execute there on Sunday. So you got to stay focused. You can't pay attention to all the applause. And you got to go about the business of taking care of the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday. So that would be my advice. So that would be my advice in the locker room.
I feel like, so I don't know if you guys watch the after game on ESPN, and they kind of followed Trevor from the field into the tunnel, into the lock. By the way, that tunnel that we were at with Leon, where he was running. We were getting nervous. We had to get out of the way because we were scared because he was.
That's it.
He was feeling his
that's
old.
That's where you run in with a win.
He was feeling the old days.
Yeah.
They showed him walking into the locker room, and he's grabbing and dabbing up everybody in there, and the smiles on the face of those guys, man. I think they know something's different right now, and I think they know they've got a chance to be different, to be rare and unique, and rare and unique for most people is it's a championship season for these guys right now. Rare and unique is just they got a chance to win any game they get in the field, and I don't think they've felt that in a long time.
No. I hope kind of what Leon's saying when you go in the locker room and kind of following what TC always tried to do was don't get too high and think that you've got it, think that you've figured it out, that you don't need to keep putting in the work because it's barely October. This puppy doesn't. You don't pull this out of the oven record-wise until January.
Oh, Bambi just got off his legs, man.
Yeah. So you just and I shot y'all the gif that my buddy Womble sent, the giraffe just getting up and trying to walk.
Just now walking.
Yeah, this team is just in a lot of ways. This team is that. Okay, just trying to get up and trying to walk. That's why you love seeing that Prowler Jaguar logo on the side of the sleeves, because when you start prowling and you start prowling your prey, and then you attack, then you know you got something.
You know what it is?
But this team, they still need to prove it to themselves and everybody else.
Think about this. You know what it's like that? It's like the puppy that you get, and you're like, this is one cool puppy, man.
Yeah.
And then you look at his paws, and
Big
he's got
paws.
giant paws, and you're like, that's going to be one bad dude.
Yeah, he's got to grow into him.
That's what this team is right now.
Got to grow into him. But Leon, TC, he did it a certain way. Liam's going to do it a different way. But he is going to say, hey, you aren't there. You have not arrived. You've got to keep putting your work in.
Yeah, absolutely. TC was good at that. I mean, TC, I wouldn't say he humbled you, but anytime we won, the more we won, the harder he worked us.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't slack off. He didn't give you a bone, because he wanted you to understand that this is what it's going to take to win. And so he never changed, or he never fluxed to practice. The same intensity, the same volume, the same execution was demanded of you. The better we got, the harder he was on us. I mean, you would think that, once he realized he had the Jimmy Smith, the Keenan McCardell's, the Cersei's, and Baselli's, he would let up. And we could appreciate that in the TC because
you all expected that, right?
Yeah, because he raised the bar. Week in and week out. Week in and week out, he always made us feel like there was something else out there to go get.
Right.
And that's what made us, that's why we were never complacent back in those days. And that's why we enjoyed beating the brands. The brands were the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Bills. Yeah. They were the brands.
Yeah.
And to the point where we became the brand in 99. We were the team that you had to come and beat. And TC had set it up that way. He set it up. He told us, he said, listen, we're going after '96 when we played them. He said, "Listen, we're going to position ourselves to where the road to the Super Bowl has to come through Duval," and he did it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another brand on the near horizon, the Rams in London.
Oh yeah, that's
another brand, man.
Another brand.
A team that has won a Super Bowl.
I'm not overlooking the Seahawks. I'm just saying that's another notch right there where you're like, all right.
Well,
and the Seahawk crew is going to come in here, I believe, a little hungry after back and forth they went with Baker and company, and then ultimately losing that game.
Bro, when you look at it, the 49ers, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, and Rams, we're talking about Super Bowl teams.
We
have the capability
within the last decade.
Within the last decade.
last decade.
Yeah.
I mean, that's profound. You go and you win those games, and you go into the bye with a 6-1 record.
The puppy starts getting bigger.
The puppy becomes the pit.
Yeah, the Chiefs and the Hawks have won it.
Starts to grow, man.
San Francisco has not won it in the last.
No, they haven't
decade,
lived,
but they have been there.
there.
And they've been there more than once. So that's still a Super Bowl worthy team, that's for sure. All right, a texter 3XL, Leon's Lemon Pepper Locker Room. So they like that. All right, that sounds good. So you guys keep it going as far as your Jags are concerned. Where you think this team could take this 4-1 start, because it is all about business, and you know that they're drilling down on that idea. Don't take anything for granted. So far, you've done something, but you ain't done everything, and you got to keep it going. That's for sure. We'll keep it going into the 1 o'clock hour. Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday. Don't forget membership opportunities. It's the new home of the Guggen. All sorts of fired up about that. You can definitely check them out. 287-play. Call the Golf Club of Southampton.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. It's the one they put in high gear.
Keep going. We got to keep going, keep going, keep going.
It's the Randy Marriott Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marriott Cadillac of Jacksonville on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. We all make decisions every day, but with Prize Picks, being right can get you paid on America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Jalen Hurts, more or less than 229 passing yards. Ladd McConkey, more or less than 79 receiving yards. It's just that simple, everybody. But here's the best part. Prize Picks offers an insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks where you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. And with Flex Play, you can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly when you play 5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Hey, Hicken here. Cooler weather right around the corner, but you can extend your swim season with Surfside Pools. This month, Surfside Pools offering 10% off new pool heaters or heater replacements and installation. Keep the good times rolling, no matter the season. Upgrade your pool heating system now for months of extra enjoyment. Only from Surfside Pools, the trusted name for expert pool service. Family owned and operated. Call 246-2666 or visit surfsidepools.net.
License number CPC 044080.
Early detection saves lives. This month, join Ackerman Cancer Center to go light blue and take action with prostate screening and their expert guidance. Book your screening consult and experience the Ackerman Advantage at ackermancancercenter.com.
The calls have been pouring in.
It's the strongest phone connection on the First Coast. The Checkmate Coatings phone line covers you with expert interviews from around the country and your opinions and comments from here at home. All day, every day on 1010XL.
Guys, are you struggling with obesity and being overweight? Living with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep apnea, or heart disease? Encore Research is enrolling men 18 and older in a new paid clinical study. You'll receive study-related care at no cost and may get compensation for time and travel. No insurance required. Take an active step for your health and help advance medical science. See if you qualify at EncoreDocs.com or call 904-732-6669.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Introducing the Jags Stack at Firehouse Subs. A sub so bold, we had to name it after the team that roars. Packed with protein and made to satisfy a football-sized appetite. It's stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, and roast beef. Topped with provolone fresh veggies and our new Duval drizzle. Order the new Jag Stack in the app right now. Available for limited time at participating Jacksonville Firehouse Subs restaurants. The hottest subs in
Family owned and managed for 20 plus years, Hidden Hills Golf Club boasts a unique and welcoming atmosphere. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to book your next round on our Arnold Palmer signature course. You'll be glad you did.
Get ready. Week 6 of the NFL season is officially here. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are gearing up to go head-to-head with the Seattle Seahawks in our crucial catch game dedicated to the fight against cancer. Join us October 12th at Everbank Stadium as we raise awareness through early detection, risk reduction, and education. Lock in your tickets now at jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Southern Oak Insurance. Travis Hunter has been nominated for the NFL Rookie of the Week honor after totaling 3 receptions for 64 yards on offense and 2 solo tackles, plus a pass defended on defense in Week 5. Hunter received PFF grades of 77.3 at receiver and 76.9 at corner, both rank in the top 10 among rookies for the week. Right now, 82 degrees at 1 o'clock. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime. Brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
From 4-13 a season ago to 4-1. Pretty good stuff. You Jaguar fans are still loving it, that's for sure. It is XL Primetime into the 1 o'clock hour on a golf club of Southampton Wednesday. Joe C., Matty Hayes. Check out his stuff at USA Today Sports. The Hurricane Hall of Famer, Big Sirs, JJ, we are rocking it out on a golf club of Southampton Wednesday. So this team has now won the same amount of games they won in all of last year, and Kansas City has now lost one more game than they lost all of last year. That's crazy. They were a 15-2 club. Now they have 3 losses. They were 11-0 in one-score games a season ago, while this team was 3-10. They are now 0-3, the Chiefs, in one-score games. So it can turn in a heartbeat.
So, pencil or pen, they in the playoffs. They make the playoffs right now.
Pencil.
It's
way early.
Who are you talking about? The Jags?
So I'm talking about the KC.
Oh.
I'm talking about KC. I'm talking about KC.
Pen. Bold. Pen.
Yeah. You got Penn, really?
Did they make the playoffs?
Yeah, they made the playoffs.
Penn.
Oh,
Well, the one thing that's definitely, one thing that is a major help to them, and for that matter, Duval, is what's happening to Baltimore. Right now.
I mean, all things being equal, and no crazy injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have Penn with this team.
Yeah, it feels a hell of a lot more realistic to say it than you ever could have imagined. But I just know that seasons are long.
Long season.
Very long.
And I just
No
look at Leon. It's just like, what am I talking about? I know it. He knows it.
But I mean, the Jags still got like the easiest part of their schedule.
Yeah, the heavy lifting's over, man. Once the Rams game is done,
barring like a crazy Trevor injury or something.
Yeah.
Don't
I'll dump that.
Yeah, dump that.
Please.
I don't even know if we have a dump button right now.
All right, in the brand new building, dump that.
Yeah, big shout out to Richie, our engineer, by the way, who's been kicking ass and just running everywhere.
Round of applause, 7 times
Thank
for
you, bro.
MacGyver, Dickie Allen, and Richie, all of them. Just getting it done. It ain't easy. I always tell you guys.
Yeah, so if you've heard our levels, like mic levels going up or down, it's just everything's sort of a work in progress.
We're getting there. Plus these posh digs.
Oh, it's an
Griffith,
awesome,
right?
awesome setup.
I mean, compared to it was not that good the other place. Let's just put it that way.
Well, but we're in a fishbowl now where you can run a tour past us, like we're 30-something Rockefeller.
Yeah. I mean, there's
30
people
Rock.
behind us jogging.
Yeah,
You
saw
see
that.
Yeah. So
Love it. Does that motivate you to get out there, Leon, and go for a jog after the show?
I haven't run since 2002. I walked that long.
Yeah. I made a vow after I left high school and 4 years of track and football that I'd never run again. And I did a little bit. I ended up in the infirmary in Gainesville. And then I don't think I ran for hardly more than a minute after that. And then I started running again. I tore up my ankle. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I ain't running, man. It's so dang hard. I would love to be able to do it. I was actually chasing JJ because he got into the 5K.
I'm addicted, man. I do it every day. I love it.
And he's in, and I'm like, I just want to try and complete that, run a full 5K. Anyway, I've given up on that dream.
What about you, JJ? Run the 5K?
Yeah,
get
he
your
runs
sponsors.
the heck out of them.
Dude, I would love
Sub
to be
30.
sponsored. I'm doing one on the day of Thanksgiving. I don't know why I called it the day of Thanksgiving. I'm doing one on Thanksgiving.
You're in the 30s, right?
That's
What
the
are you
turkey
running,
run.
No way. Last one I ran
sub 30.
competitively was like 25-20 or something.
And he was
25?
Yeah.
And this was, hey, bro,
That was July 4th.
That's hardcore, man.
Was this a year ago you were trying to break 30?
No, I
2
broke
years ago?
30 a couple years
Okay,
at this point.
Because
that's 3 miles in 25 minutes. Pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
Trim 5 minutes off
For an
of
old
that.
man like me.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you're like 33, though. but still.
35, bro.
All right.
35.
Whatever.
That happens
Good for you.
fast.
It did happen
Yeah.
fast. Let's change the subject. Sad.
It wasn't that long ago when he was saying, she's not my girl, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
It all happens.
different now.
It all happens.
Now she's watching Dancing with the Stars in the bedroom while I enjoy
All right.
baseball.
So as we bring this up, this is a nice little segue. We will do this coming up. We have to get back to I was wrong Wednesday. So we got some things.
I was ruined.
Speaking of what Jacksonville is doing, there may be some NFL talking heads out there that are going to go, I was about this football team if it keeps going the way we're talking about. So we will get into I was coming up in just a little bit. But I want to throw this one number at you because I do think this is something that's hugely important for Trevor to take that step forward. And whether this is real or not, all right? He's done enough not to lose ball games, and now he may be doing enough to make sure you win ball games. And I think that's probably as important as anything, going from 4-13 to 4-1 the way they are right now. So
he's becoming the guy you win because of, not the guy you win with.
Yeah.
That's the key.
So his passer rating right now, and this is real, and you can take passer ratings, you can ball it up, throw it in the trash, shred it, do whatever you want, but it ranks 29th. His EPA per pass attempts, and again, this is metrics, ranks 30th. And that's only better than the guys that have been sat down in other NFL cities, be it the Brownings of the world where they traded for Joey Flacco, or Flacco getting sat down, or Cam Ward, a rookie. Completion percentage right now, according to the metrics, about 5.5 points, according to Next Gen Stats, below what they project for him. He's starting to clean that up. He's thrown 5 picks. His receivers have 14 drops. Those are all real. And so if he can get both of those working better, continue to make good decisions, right, Leon? Continue to make good decisions and make sure my cat's on the other end.
Take care
Hold on to it.
Listen, take care of the football and be efficient when we need you to be down the stretch.
Yeah.
That's what I look at. I mean, I'm not a huge proponent of stats and all that. They don't lie. Numbers don't lie,
Right.
whatever. But all I know is Trevor, when we needed him the most down the stretch and in a game where we have to drive and win, he was on spot on.
Yeah.
He was on spot on. So, I mean, what if he threw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and we lose the game in Kansas City? No one cares.
Yeah.
But the fact that he struggled early on, he came, got better in the middle, and then he finished at the end. That's all I care about.
Sometimes I say I don't mind the interceptions because you can see when when he's throwing the ball well, you can see you're going to get more good than bad out of that. The interception he threw was just a horrible call by the officials. Horrible.
Yeah.
It was clearly pass interference, and
they
wasn't called.
And that was basically a bus running over a poodle.
Yeah.
And they didn't throw a flag.
Right. And I'm not. Believe me, I'm not making excuses for the fumble on the goal line. You got to hold up. If you know that you're running that play. The play is the quarterback leap over the pile. Man, that thing, you got to have the vice grip of death on that ball. Yeah. 2 hands.
Yeah.
I don't care. No one's knocking that ball from you. So that's on him. There's no doubt about that.
But the one thing that I will take with me out of this last game, and there were many good moments, but the drive for me is 2 scramble runs of 16 and 14 yards and then a dart to Parker Washington in the corner of the end zone. And those are the plays that if he stitches those together, then you got something. And we'll just repeat what we were saying that Josh Allen said on Sunday night to Devin McCourty. He said, when I threw the pick to you and I was throwing the pick to too many people, Josh Allen finally said to himself, maybe I'm the problem. Okay, he went Morgan Wallen on everybody. Maybe I'm the problem. You're the reason, but maybe I'm the problem.
Well, I'll tell you this. For me, it was the deep throw to Brian Thomas Jr. He put it only where Brian Thomas Jr. could catch it.
Yeah, that's what you
And
want
then
to
the
see
throw to De'Ami Brown, which I think was an even better throw. That thing was a laser, man.
Yeah.
And look how he responded when we went down 14-0. That's what I look at. I look at the character and the player. I mean, you were down 14-0. He's not playing that well. He gets bright, scrambles a little bit, gets back in the rhythm, get us to the point where we're tied, and then, of course, the pick six took the lead. That's what I look at.
Yeah.
I mean, the stats are nice or whatever, but what are you doing to get us back and get us in a position where we can win the ball?
And how are you not allowing what happens in the game to affect you down the road in the game?
Mm-hmm.
A perfect example is the last drive. He got sacked in the first play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and was able to not
readjust.
Let that, yeah.
Okay, we're good. Don't worry. Let's go.
Yeah, not let that ultimately kill him, kill the chances. Here's the other one. I don't remember this exact stat. I'm sure one of our prime timers can shoot it to us. You Nooners, we love you. Do you remember the stat where they said Trevor Lawrence has gone X number of games, and I'm just trying to piece together what was said, without a defense forcing a turnover? Do you remember? And the record, of course, for the team was terrible because neither was working, offense or defense.
Right.
Defense wasn't picking him up at all, give him a short field or anything like that. Now this defense is. Like, when's the last time you saw someone pick off Pat Mahomes and take it 99 yards?
Never?
Yeah.
Never.
Let's try it. Never?
Well, when's the last time a Kansas City Chiefs team started off 14-0 and lost the game?
Another great one.
Never?
All right, so those are the things that are starting to come together as a whole for this football team, not just one. All right, so that may be one of the things we bring up here in just a second, but let's do it. You guys are more than welcome. If you're willing to admit you're wrong about something, you can hit the text line 641-1010, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and join in on a Golf Club of Southampton Wednesday.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Make Monday an extension of the weekend by talking football all day.
Oh, you're good.
We'll take apart the top games, key plays, and controversial calls from the weekend. Post-game Monday, served by Dandy Foods on 1010XL.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
Want a fresh and flavorful tailgate this season? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad perfect for lunch, parties, and your tailgate. Order 3 ways at one of 4 area locations. Call 1-833-MY-CHICK or online at chickcatering.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
Jacksonville Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coating, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
The Alhambra Theater and Dining brings you an evening of wonderful food and live theater and fun. October 9th through November 16th, come enjoy the award-winning musical from Charles Dickens' final unfinished novel, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, an interactive show where the audience gets to choose the ending. The Mystery of Edwin Drood promises to be an entertaining night for you, family, and friends. Get tickets at alhambrajacks.com. alhambrajacks.com.
I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com. Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Cool air and clean air. Getting out from under that Florida sun and cooling off inside is where Florida Home AC shines. Think about it. You spend a lot of time indoors, and air quality is crucial to your health and comfort. Pollutants like dust, pollen, germs, and allergens can build up, affecting your well-being. Florida Home is dedicated to enhancing your indoor experience with superior air quality solutions like whole home air purification systems. Find out by logging on to FloridaHomeAC.com or call 777-4300.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm even gonna have to practice this. Ralph, I was ruined.
It ain't easy to do.
No.
It is not easy to admit when you're wrong. And way back in the day, one of those guilty pleasure shows that Leon maybe caught watching, Everybody Loves Raymond and Happy Days.
Not so much Happy Days,
Okay.
but Raymond all day long.
Yeah,
yes,
all day.
absolutely. I still watch Raymond just at night, fall
Yeah.
to bed.
Yeah,
Have you gotten into King of Queens yet or not?
I have, bro. I have.
Solid.
I watched about 3 episodes now.
All right, we'll get back into it. All right, but I was ruined. It's tough to do it, but we got to do it. Okay, it's a Wednesday. We're willing to admit sins of our past, especially when we think we know what we're talking about. So it's time to come on.
It was all right. Where I was wrong, your Florida Gators, bro. I was listening to the narrative all week. Matt Hayes was like, they want to go on a run. I just didn't see it, bro. Absolutely. Billy Napier saying he saw a sparkle. Was it a sparkle?
A gleam in his eye.
It was the gleam.
No,
Why
I'm
did I
making
say
that
sparkle?
Look in his eye.
Yeah, the gleam in his eye. I was
And
like,
then
why
DJ
is,
said it was going to pop.
why is he talking?
We're close to being pretty dangerous, in my opinion.
Yeah, just let the team talk for you by winning games. But then I watched the game. It's special, bro. DJ was efficient. 70% of his passes to almost close to 300 yards. Y'all had 457 yards of total offense.
Nearly the urban level.
Y'all
of
ran the
output.
ball effectively.
Dallas Wilson.
Yeah, Dallas Wilson.
I've been calling Dallas Baker for a week.
Yeah.
I mean,
that guy.
I mean, now that was in the comfort of your own home. Now you got to go on the road this week against Texas A&M. If you can keep that momentum up, y'all might be on a nice little streak. So I was wrong.
Okay.
About the Gators.
All right. Since you're
Healthy.
I have to do my and I was about the Canes. I thought the Noles would sack up at home after that loss to Virginia. I thought it'd be a wild environment, and they'd feed off it, and they'd find a way to win that game in the fourth quarter and 2.5 quarters in, and it was obvious
I was ruined.
Yes. It was also obvious that there was a large discrepancy between the two teams on the field. No matter what Mike Norvell says, there was
the one score at the
giant
end.
discrepancy between the two teams on the field.
Yeah. All right. The other half of what Leon said, I have to go to the other side, and because I thought Texas would have a better brand of ball coming into that game, and you do have to give the Florida Gators defense and both lines of scrimmage a lot of credit. I probably had given up on the idea that the upfront blocking would be better after it looked like they were kind of exposed against Miami, against LSU, against the teams that they lost to. And both lines of scrimmage for the University of Florida were light years better than Texas. And Steve Sarkisian had to come out of that game going, what the H? We got manhandled on both lines of scrimmage. Crowd noise and defensive pressure got to Arch. There's no doubt about that. I thought Texas would be better on their end, and ultimately they didn't have anything. When a Manning is your leading rusher, you got problems. And so they have gone, not only me or whomever, they were a preseason number one. You want to talk about I was wrong. Preseason number one with Arch as the betting favorite to win the Heisman, and they didn't have any of that Saturday night in the Swamp. And the crowd needs to be given as much credit as anybody. But both lines of scrimmage for the University of Florida to dominate in that fashion against a brand, like you like to say, Leon, that was pretty big.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
All right, my wrong was my assessment of this team. I remember in week 2, I said that this team could, if they could get to 5-2 by the bye. And y'all looked at me like, a 5-2? Are you serious?
Really, we were.
I was ruined.
But I think this team can get to 6-1, baby. You get to 6-1 in the bye, going into the bye, because you listen in the month of late November and late October and early November. That's when you separate the pretenders from the contenders.
Yeah,
you know a lot about your team by then. So if we can get to 6-1 by the bye, with the heavy lifting out of the way, there could be something special happening here in Duval this year.
True,
so I was wrong. I think they're gonna go 6-1. I think we'll beat Seahawks and we're gonna beat the Rams in London. So I was reviewing about my own assessment of
If
this
you
team.
get that right, you can throw that 39 touchdown prediction for Trevor.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, Trevor.
Just throw that one out for right
wrong.
now.
That's
You're on
wrong.
the verge of there.
That's really wrong on that one. Jeez.
Well, I mean, this has to be said. Excuse me. After that Saints preseason game, I mean, we were all like, "My God, might be a 4 or 5 win team here." It was not good. It was not good at all, and I was leading that charge of this might be a 4 or 5 or 6 win team, and I'm clearly on that one.
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is I'm shocked by how quickly this thing has turned under Liam Cohen and James Gladstone and Tony Baselli.
Yeah.
How quickly it's turned, and I think everyone in the city should just be in awe of it. It's remarkable what they've done against, again, we keep saying this, the heavy lifting portion of the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, I guess things could change down the road. You might have like a couple teams that might be better than you thought, like the Colts. But, man, this was where you were like, all right, this is going to be a problem the first 7 games.
Right.
And they've got a very good chance of being at least 5-2.
It really does. It just speaks volumes about what a regime change can do for a franchise. And I thought about it Monday night, said it on the show yesterday. What is Doug Peterson thinking right now? Okay? He's a good coach. But if you have an organizational plan, responsibility that you take for yourself, and you make your players responsible for their work and actions instead of just giving them the blueprint, which is what Doug did, my gosh, man, it just shows you how much coaching matters, how much they can change who you are as a player if you're coached well, that's for sure. So I'll use that as my backdrop for the last I think we were all interested in what a new figure in Chapel Hill would do, okay? I was really interested in what Jordan Hudson would do in Chapel Hill, okay?
I think you were just really interested in Jordan Hudson.
I was just keenly interested, okay? But it has come apart sooner than I ever could have imagined with Bill Belichick and the folks up in Chapel Hill. They have now canceled documentaries and Hulu series. Was it Hulu that they canceled? And
The first one was the Hard Knocks they canceled.
Yeah, and
Not
then-
she.
She.
Let's be careful about
Yeah,
that.
and then basically said, edit that out. Anyway, it is bonkers up in beautiful Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And the hits are endless. And the one thing that I really wondered about, and now we got everything to back it up, what was Bill Belichick thinking giving Mike Lombardi the keys to that football department? Honestly, when we go to that part of it, what was he thinking? He gives Mike Lombardi the general manager role, and here's the note I've got, okay? He had not done anything in the way of recruiting, Mike Lombardi, in the way of recruiting since he was at, make sure I have this right, back in the 70s, he was involved in college football, okay? He's now sending letters to the boosters, the people who are writing the big checks up there in Carolina, saying, hey, we may tank this year. And I'm paraphrasing. We may tank this year just so we can rally for next year, figure out what we need, get rid of the guys that
Does he know there's not a draft?
It's
I was just saying the
unbelievable.
same thing. This is not the NFL.
I don't think he does.
Get the number one
By the way,
pick.
real quick, we just came out at USA Today with
I
our
do not think he does.
with our annual coaches' salaries, which now includes the GM salaries. Guess
Yeah.
how much he makes? Mike Lombardi. He's at the top of the list, number one of all the GMs. 1.5 mil.
Okay. That's just honestly. I was going to
For
say
that slop that he put together.
So this is the note, okay? Lombardi has basically been 41 years removed from being on UNLV's staff. The last time he was evaluating these guys coming out of high school. And then WRAL up in Raleigh reporting that the locker room in North Carolina is, quote, an unstructured mess and, quote, a toxic environment. Belichick doesn't even talk to his players, nor does his son.
41 years removed from recruiting athletes.
And he's the general manager.
Listen, some of the kids' parents weren't born 41 years ago.
Yeah, you make a great point. And now he's banned Belichick, either Belichick or Lombardi. Belichick, I'm guessing, has banned New England scouts from practice. So that's basically taken away an opportunity for you as a recruit or as a college player to be seen.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's a chump.
You want to let
cheap move on
What's
his
that got to
part.
do with the players? I mean, you want as many teams eyeballs on you doing
He's just
practice.
an angry man.
Oh, that's terrible.
Angry man. And
this is not going to end
They're going to pay him at the end of the year. They're going to pay him his $30 million and get
the hell out of here.
Yep, they made a mistake, man. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet.
I thought it was going to be the only thing I was wrong
First
about.
off, it wasn't them that made the mistake. It was the board of trustees chairman.
Yeah.
He's the guy who hired Belichick. Bubba wanted to hire Iowa State Matt Campbell. Wanted to hire Matt. That was his guy. He wanted to hire Matt Campbell. Would have done a great job there. Still will do a great job next year if they can.
Yeah, light years better.
I'm not saying it's not a mistake, but don't you think he deserves more time than a year?
I think what I'm most.
I mean, me and Leon before the show were just talking about Mario's first year. They went 5-7. He lost to Middle Tennessee State by like 2 scores.
Right, but Mario has a history of winning in college football, winning conference championships.
And
Belichick's
understood.
never coached in college
I know.
football. Number
It's
one.
just
Number
one
two,
season.
it's not just the bad football. It's everything around it.
Yeah, it's all.
It's
of
a
that.
circus.
Yeah, and he doesn't care enough. Mario cared. Mario was embarrassed. And this old man does not care enough, at least I don't believe, to say, hey, this is not what I'm going to leave the game with as far as the last thing they think of me, because that's what's happening right now. And I tell you, I can't help but think about, hey, Spygate, all that stuff, you were cheating your fanny off back in the day.
Well, I mean,
my gosh, man.
But you know the only reason why he went to college is because there's no NFL teams that wanted to bring him in. That's
exactly
all right.
right.
So
Of course
now
they
this,
wouldn't have part of
so
it,
now, you know, you got this mess in North Carolina. I mean, it's going to tarnish. If you do want to go back to the NFL,
Oh, that's over.
yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Proves the college football game's harder than the NFL.
All day.
It proves that it's completely different.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
it's a whole different world.
It's not. He went from, excuse me. He went from this situation where he had control over the roster, he had control over everybody's money, to where he's got players now that can just tell him to go scratch. No, I'm not playing for you. I'll go to the next guy. I don't care.
Yeah.
He can't control that anymore. It's a different environment right now.
Yeah, and one person wrote, I'm just reading this real quick. Honestly, Jordan Hudson turns out to have been much less of a distraction than Belichick himself. And
you think she deserves an apology?
That's not true at all. She's the one who's doing all this.
Well,
crap.
she's puppeting him, but he's still a horse's behind. Okay, and that part of it's still real.
My dad used to say, "Run more than your bathwater."
I love that. Or I thought it was like, make sure that the bathwater's not the only thing you're running.
There you go, in your house. That part.
Yeah. I love it. All right. It is XLP, and we were wrong.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. It's a coast-to-coast clash as the Bluebirds get their feathers ruffled under the Teal Thunder. This time, we're back at the bank against one of the NFC's best. Jaguars Seahawks, Sunday at 1. It's a no-fly zone at the bank on the home of the Jaguars. 10-10.
Legends of the Billy Joel Band, the Lords of 52nd Street, performing the hits you know and love from Billy Joel.
Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close.
October 16th at Florida Theater, featuring Liberty DeVito, Russell Chavers, and Richie Canada. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Say goodbye to Hollywood.
The Lords of 52nd Street.
Say goodbye, my baby.
Get your tickets at floridatheater.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass, still family owned and in business for 100 years. When they say you're going to see a big difference, that's for everything. Custom showers and spas, tabletops, mirrors, even replacing foggy windows, all at a more affordable price. And with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed, Lee and Kate's Glass is your best choice. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Get ready, poker players. The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from October 30th through November 18th. It's your chance to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 different poker tournaments to play, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guarantee. Satellites and mega satellites are going on now at Best Bet Jacksonville. For the full WPT schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Jacksonville is my hometown, and nobody knows roofing like me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We handle everything from repairs to full roof replacements, start to finish. We give honest quotes, use quality materials, and clean up like we were never there. We all look at Google reviews, so go ahead and check out ours. We're proud of all our 5-star ratings. I would say we treat you like family, but some people don't like theirs. Go to brandonroofing.com today to schedule your free roof quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
Your favorite band live, First Chord Hits. That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys at Farah & Farah, what thrill beats them all?
It's the thrill of the win. I've been there when the worry is real, when the bills pile up, when the pain doesn't quit, and getting the call that says, "We came through for you." That's huge. It's about seeing that weight lift, helping folks walk out better than when they walked in. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
All right, my takeaway is after that fist fight Monday night, how quick does this team turn around on Sunday against the Seahawks? Rehab and recovery, baby. Get some rest. Keep your mind mentally sharp. Keep your body physically sharp. Let's get a win on Sunday.
Yeah, my takeaway is mentally, it's now a mental game for this team. Physically, you can tell they have the players, they have the systems in place, the coaching in place. It's now a mental thing. Can you stay mentally prepared week after week after week to go through this grind of a season?
All right, we got another I was off the text line that we will get to coming up in just a bit. But right now, I'm looking to my right, and Gio has made it in the building.
Our next guest is not affiliated with the NFL or Jacksonville Jaguars.
Discussion of injuries is solely based on opinion.
Now, the Bari Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Injury Breakdown.
Coming in hot
to the new address. Now, he's right around Memorial, Bari Orthopedics and Dr. George Bari. So your ETA are
7 minutes.
Seven. So as soon as you pull out, boom, you're here.
Right.
I love it. All right, man. If you have a sports injury question, you can talk to Dr. George Bari. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. And we also have Breaking Bones Sunday mornings at 7:30. Big Sirs, you were concerned about this big piece of news today.
Oh, yeah, Brendan Strays, Doc.
Yeah.
He's got a hip injury that's going to miss at least 4 games.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to watch a video that they say it happened, but I didn't really see much that made me think. I mean, all I could think about is he pulled his quad. I mean, I think they said it was his quad, his hip, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he pulled something, got hit. It's really hard to say because the video that I saw did not see much. But the fact that they already have him out for 4 weeks, right, which is what the IR, to me sounds like they got an MRI on it, which shows some extensive injury to that leg or that hip area that made him think that he's out for 4 weeks.
Can you play out possibilities of what you might see with an MRI?
So it could be, that he pulled maybe the insertion of the quadricep. It comes up to your pelvis, and it goes down right to your patella. So it starts up at the quadricep. At the pelvis. Maybe he pulled that because that's in your hip. And I don't know. It's really tough to say. I mean, there's a hernia, right? You can get an abdominal hernia, but I don't think that's
because you're almost trying to figure out what's going to limit you for about a month, but then not limit you beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's more of probably a hip flexor quadricep insertion origin type thing that he injured, and they got an MRI which showed probably a lot of edema and a lot of swelling, and they just decided to put him out 4 weeks.
All right, so Red River Shootout this weekend. You like that, JJ? Red River Shootout this weekend. Texas, Oklahoma. John Mateer's got a broken bone in his hand. Thumb hand.
Yeah.
Thumb hand.
It's been like
very close.
2 weeks now, 1 week.
He's
thumb hand.
Right, thumb hand.
Is that
because they're not really specific about it.
Well, it's mattering.
So on Saturday, when Saturday arrives, game day arrives, he will be 17 days removed from surgery.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that enough? And there's questions about whether he will play or won't play. I think it's just I think it's a charade. I don't think he's going to play.
I don't think that seems too soon to me. I think that's way too soon to play. 2 weeks, in my opinion, is not long enough to allow someone to play contact sport with a surgery on the hand.
Right.
So I would highly doubt that he would play.
Is it his throwing hand, Matt?
Yeah, throwing hand.
Wow.
It's definitely throwing hand. And I was going to ask, just to kind of follow that up, just gripping the football, that alone, and I know Gio's a shoulder man, okay? He has it on his business card. But when you pass the wrist, you hand it off, okay? It's basically you're handing off baton to a hand specialist. But with the wrist, Gio, how hard is it to grip?
I mean, without a thumb?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you can't grip without a thumb, right? That's what makes us different than all the other animals. We have a thumb that we can use. So if it is a thumb surgery that they're saying, it's going to be really difficult to use that hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the part that I think most, if you could figure it out, then you'd feel a little bit better about where you were as far as clearing him. And this may be gamesmanship because college injury reports are extremely vague. And so why wouldn't you, if you're Venables going into this game just say, hey, we're going to try it. We're going to do our best to get him ready to go.
Right, it's like what the Jaguars did with
Trayvon.
Yeah, Trayvon. We talked about. I was like, I don't think there's any chance he could play, and he didn't play. But I think a lot of it is like what you mentioned, gamesmanship, and just keeping the idea out there. So making them have to possibly watch film for him and plan for him and not someone else.
So you mentioned Trayvon, and you saw what the casting looked like. Very compact and tight, and we might see him Sunday. But what did you think when you heard that they did a surgery but did not put him on?
Yeah, I mean, it's still tough to say what it was, but I think any surgery a week out, no matter what you do, a surgery on a joint, which is what he had, right, his wrist, any surgery on a joint, you are still sore. No matter how quick and easy it is, your joint is still very sore. It gets swollen, it's stiff, and it hurts. So coming back a week later is still going to be, for a contact sport, is going to be very difficult.
I mean, I'd be shocked if he played next week, right? I mean, that's
I
a
think
lot
it's
to
still,
ask.
I mean, look, these NBA guys do meniscectomies, right? We do a couple poke holes, go in there, clean it out. It's like 15 minutes, and they still are out for 4 weeks before they're playing.
Well, they're a little soft without the T too in the NBA. So.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say if it is completely compact with the casting, he may not be able to grab guys and pull them to the ground as a tackler, but he still can be aggressive with that hand.
Right. I mean, you could still hit, but it's going to be hard to grab.
Right. So he's just trying to rush the passer and wreak havoc, do whatever.
But it's also like Leon said, once that cast comes off after the game, and it wears off, there's some pain there, right?
Yeah, definitely pain. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not going to feel good.
Yeah, and he might get shot up, he might not. Will Smith, one of my dudes for the LA Dodgers, they put the Phillies in a 2-0 hole. He came back from a hairline fracture in his hand with the win over the week, this past weekend, to help them basically take the upper hand back to LA. Anyway, he had a bone bruise originally, as it was diagnosed.
How long ago was this?
This is mid-September. And so was able to come back and ultimately deliver a huge hit. So that's pretty dang good, because we always ask you this question: hitting a 90+ mile an hour fastball after a fracture in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely hurts. The vibration of the ball hitting the bat, right, in and of itself hurts. I'm sure there's, they wear those gloves. I'm sure there's maybe gloves that have maybe an extra padding or some more padding on it that might absorb some of the shock for it, which could help. But it definitely is painful. Now, I know they talked about bone bruise or a fracture. Is it either or?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can read a bone bruise as a fracture on MRI, but it's
I think that's how they originally.
More so a bruise. Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly.
Yeah. All right, one more. This is out of Gio's world from the orthopedic surgeon, but still it's news in the sports world. Deion Sanders undergoing a medical procedure yesterday. A blood clot popped back up again for him. Now remember, there was grave concern before. He said it was blood clotting, and now he's dealing with it again.
Yeah, look, he has a history of cancer, right? I think he had bladder cancer.
Right.
And then he's diabetic, so he has poor blood flow to his feet. And then cancer in and of itself gives you a high risk of blood clots. Now, I think I read that he was cancer-free at this point, so maybe in theory that risk is gone. But at this point, he's had numerous blood clots that at least I have read.
Yeah, all the way back to 2021.
So he should be on blood thinners for life at this point. And even with blood thinners, you can still get a blood clot. So, I don't know if he's on them or not. I would assume he is. But if he now is getting another blood clot, they may have to change to a different type of blood thinner or a stronger dosage.
Yeah, that's wild. All right, 641-1010. If you got a sports injury question, we will try and get it to our Breaking Bones show Sunday morning at 7:30. Gio, you ready to go?
Yeah.
You're going to get the kids back in the building. Young Michael was going crazy when Parker Washington, his favorite Jag, scored a touchdown the other night.
He was going
But he was
crazy.
in his Jaguar jammies at that point.
He was wearing the Parker Washington jersey.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. That is his Jaguar jammy then.
Right.
Okay, all right, so he'll be back in the bank on Sunday.
Yes.
All right, don't forget BariOrthopedics.com. You can log on, check out all that they've got, shockwave therapy, PRP, the latest and greatest when it comes to trying to get you back. And, of course, if you need joint replacement, he can handle it. That is Dr. George Bari. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, guys.
It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
There's a time to play, then there's a time to win. and the Golden One understood the assignment in winning time. Trevor Lawrence would lead Jacksonville on a 7-play, 60-yard drive, capped off by his own 1-yard rushing touchdown to give the Cats a 31-28 lead with 23 seconds left in regulation. The 1-minute drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville, and now's the time to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. The $7,500 tax credit ends this month. It's your last month to take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They are all in stock and ready to drive today.
See all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com or visit us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Josie for Hard Rock Bet. Hail Marys, QB draws, corner fades, it doesn't matter. When you bet on touchdowns with Hard Rock Bet, every game day can turn into a big payday. Pick your favorite player to find the end zone in Week 6 now. Last week, one bettor turned a $20 three-leg first touchdown scorer parlay into a massive $12,000 win. Are you next? Download the Hard Rock Bet app now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Jags fans, this one's for you. If you've got MyGate rewards, you're already in the game. But now you've got a shot at the ultimate prize, meeting QB1 himself, Trevor Lawrence, at Everbank Stadium with 3 friends by your side. With the MyGate Rewards Gatorade Club, every 5 Gatorade items you purchase equals 1 entry toward your chance to win. Stack them up and score big. See store for details. Gear up for the season. Gates got you.
At JEA, we're committed to keeping our community storm ready all year long. We continue to invest in our electric, water, and wastewater systems to make them more storm resistant. Our crews trim trees to help keep power lines clear from falling debris. Plus, our outage map and MyJEA app make it easier than ever to report and track outages. Whatever storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more about our efforts and how you can prepare at jea.com/storm.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like EVO implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
He sends one the other way. Well struck ball, deep left field, and gone. Raleigh's first of the playoffs, and it's 8-1 Seattle. They are feeling it.
2-strike pitch. It's a drive down the line. If it's Ferenz's moment, it is. It's tied. Jones has arrived.
2 incredible moments in the batter's box for the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, and Aaron Judge, who once again moves up in the annals of postseason history with a huge swat.
Bro, that fastball was 99.7 miles per hour.
Oh my. And the exit velocity, I can't imagine, but it was such just a smooth swing, and he had to stare at it for a long time, Leon, because Judge, he obviously can hit it anywhere out of the park, but this one hit the foul pole, bounced back in off the left.
And their season was on the line, man.
yeah.
I mean, they were down early in that game, like 6-0, 6-2, and then it was 6-3, and he's up with 2 men on to tie the game, and they eventually went on to win. And now it's a series again. I mean, their season was literally on the line as he went
and
up.
Jazz came up with a big one after that, right?
Yeah. You call him the big dumper?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
Cal
Cal
Raleigh's the
Raleigh.
big dumper. It's the best. Here's the classic. This is how
he's got a big butt, man.
Here's how cool people embrace this stuff. So he embraces first the nickname, the big dumper.
Right.
And so he's had this historic season.
He's got a big ass and big thighs.
Big ass, big thighs, yeah.
He's had this historic season. He's the most prolific home run hitting catcher from both sides of the plate. Just incredible for a season. Anyway, they're playing the Tigers. A Seattle fan travels to Detroit and is wearing, how did it say, JJ? Dump here?
I didn't see that.
Okay, this jersey has 61 on it because that's what he had hit. And it says dump here. Beautiful Seattle colors. And it's dump 61 here. That dude catches his home run ball.
No way.
He catches it, and guess what? He rips the jersey off, and he's got 62 underneath it.
No
Dump
way.
here. It was beautiful.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So yeah, they're loving life up there, and right now the fact that the Tigers have been able to knock out their nemesis and the Guardians and basically reclaim a little respect. Now they're on the ropes against Seattle, so we'll see how it goes. But that was
4
good.
games today.
Yeah,
it's all happening.
It's going to be busy. Let me see if I can pull this up because I got it right here in front of me. But you may have to give me the times, JJ. Let me just say thank you, American Electrical. Those dudes lit it up last night. They can light up your world. American Electrical Contracting, if you're thinking about getting a career going in the electrical field, it's an employable position forever. Make sure you check out American-Electrical.com and residential, commercial. They can take care of you.
So the big dumper plays at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, so I don't want to rain on your guys' parade, okay?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But let me just say this.
Whenever you announce that.
Yeah, he's like, we got Middle Tennessee State tonight. That's what he's about.
Well, that too, but on ESPN.com, okay, on their homepage, you know how they have the strip across the top and has the main sports, right? That you can click on, you jump right to the next vertical of that specific sport. We're in the middle of the Major League Baseball playoffs, right?
Yeah.
The biggest moment of the season.
Yeah.
There's 4 sports out there right now on that flag, that ESPN flag. The NFL, college football, college basketball, and soccer. And then another tag that says more sports. When you go into more sports, you see the NHL and then MLB.
Yeah, that is sad. I will not disagree with that at all.
The fact that the games are on FS1
That has a lot to do with it.
Pathetic.
It's terrible, right?
I can't wait till they get a new TV partner, honestly. Fox sucks.
But let's also say what JJ's saying. That's why ESPN pushes them to the side.
Because they don't have the games.
Because they don't have the games. Yeah, I would agree with that.
That is honestly one of the main reasons, and it will always be that way, right or wrong. But that's how they decide to play it.
That's why ESPN pushes the fact that they have the WNBA. Like, if you go on ESPN.com, like, in the middle of football season, the front page will have, like, a WNBA
which is ridiculous.
story.
And for what it's worth, just take a look at the numbers in terms of attendance for Major League Baseball this year. It's been pretty damn good.
I will say
and
this
their
real
ratings,
quick.
Their ratings have been pretty
On
damn good.
USAtoday.com, it's the NFL, college football, Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, there you go. USA Today. They know what they're doing. All right, let's see if this next group knows what they're doing.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, we handed off helmets and heels. Lauren Brooks ready to rock and roll.
Yes, we know what we're doing. Of course we do.
Yeah, exactly.
kidding.
Exactly, you know what you're doing. Now, you've got, I think, big doings today, as a matter of fact, because I heard from Leroy Butler, who will be in studio later on. So I'm fired up to say hello to him.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited, as always, to talk to him and all the great things that he's doing. He has a couple fundraisers going on this week, so we'll chat all about that. Love hanging out with Leroy. And then at 2:35, we have a couple of special guests coming in about a different fundraiser.
Right.
We're going to talk to Kendra and Heather about the the Florida Forum Speaker Series that goes to raise money for Wolfson Children's Hospital. They do such a great job, and Caitlin Clark is their first speaker.
Oh, that's
so I have a
nice.
feeling lots of people will buy tickets to go see her.
As we just mentioned, WNBA, that is.
Exactly.
She will be a big draw, that's for sure.
Yep, and then we'll talk to Tony Catalina, talking all things Aggies football, Texas A&M at 3:15. So we got a loaded show.
Yeah, and do you have that feeling? Matt has that feeling that the Gators are going to roll into into College Station and come away with a victory.
I mean, I didn't think Texas was great, but I wasn't sure Florida could get out of its own way. Shockingly, they did. But no, I think A&M is a much more talented football team. They have one of the best offensive lines in the country. We know what Marcel Reed can do, and I think Mike Elko understands how talented Florida is as well.
Yeah, all right, going to find out. All right, enjoy your show today.
Thank you so much.
Helmets and Heels, Lauren Taylor, Tommy Mack, they all have it coming up in just a bit.
I think I'm going to get on the text line when Leroy gets in. Probably dig him a little bit.
Oh, I think that's a good idea. I think
act like you're a random fan.
Yeah, I'm like a random fan.
A listener.
Hey, King of Canes fans.
My
here.
burner sale.
All right, we are done. We had a good time. Thanks to all of y'all for listening. You missed any of the show, just go back on YouTube, search XL Primetime, crank it up, and enjoy it. We appreciate every bit of Duval out there consuming 1010XL, 92.5 FM Big Sur. Maddie, Joe C, and JJ.